Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the expat adjustment period. When I first hopped off the plane, I was lucky enough to have my girlfriend meet me at the airport and have my family meet me at the airport. My girlfriend's daughter and her nephew, who's like kind of her son. We've kind of adopted him into the family, and it's a long story. But anyway, I want to talk about the expat adjustment period. And when I got over here, it took me a while to adjust. And I remember riding from the airport to my house, and I had never been to my house before, because I had been back home working and saving money to come over here and finally meet her and settle down and live over here. Because when I come over here, I wanted to come over here and stay for good, that was my whole plan. And the first few days, of adjustment, it was kind of weird because it feels like you're on vacation. It feels like you're going to go home, and then later on you start realizing that you're not going to go home. This is your place now, and it feels like like kind of a forever vacation. But then that vacation, the honeymoon, starts wearing off a little bit, and you start feeling more at home here, more restful, more relaxed, and more settled. Okay, and I settled in kind of quick. I was really lucky. The first week we were kind of busy getting the visa, my retirement visa here. But beyond that, I was swimming in the pool and walking around and going to the restaurants and just trying to get a feel for it, and trying to get a feel for the country more so. And I had been here before, like I said, I've been here before, but it had changed a little bit, and it was an adjustment period for sure. But I remember after the first week, I settled into the house really quick. We started getting the house comfortable, and once I got the house comfortable, I felt I was at home. I really felt at home. And I wanted the house to be mine, to be, not to be mine, but to be ours. Okay, and we started fixing the house up to make it comfortable for us. And we got the cabana. That was a big thing for us, was getting the cabana, because I wanted the house to be a little Filipino, but have the American feel, and I wanted to have a closeness in the family. Okay, that a lot of families don't have back in the U.S. They've kind of lost that closeness with fighting and political issues and all that crap. Everybody knows what I'm talking about, And there's also, today's generation doesn't have respect for the father in the family. They just don't have that respect for the father in the family. So there's a lot of expats that come over here with estranged kids, or the children just won't talk to them, or if they do, they hardly ever see them or whatever, and they just don't care, and they don't put in the effort into a father-daughter relationship or a father-son relationship or what have you. And I'm one who has one of those types of relationships. I'll be honest about it. I'm not afraid to hide it. I wish it could be better, but, and occasionally she tries to reach out, but she really doesn't put in the full effort, and she doesn't have the understanding or the capacity to understand how to make it work. And sometimes you just got to put that stuff behind you and just let it go. And if they really want to try, they can try on their own, and put in the effort. But here I wanted closeness. I didn't want all that stuff from the past. I didn't want all that dirt, So I put that behind me. And we talk about it once in a while or whatever, and it crops up once in a while. But overall, I just you put that out. You know what I mean? You have to learn to, And over here, one thing I can say is I'm really, really happy, with the way my life is over here, because I've taken on a lot of new relationships. By that I mean friendships, relatives in my girlfriend's family that are like my relatives now, and we're all really, really close, and we have a certain closeness in the family. And all of them I kind of look out for. If they need help or something, I look out for them. They look out for me, and some of them I help out financially, occasionally, not always, just a little bit once in a while. And, a lot of guys complain about that, but I think over here you kind of have to take on that responsibility if you have enough money. I'm not saying giving them lots of money is going to help. I would say give them small amounts of money. Otherwise, they're going to grow accustomed to getting that money, and then they're going to keep coming back to you. But be careful on that, guys. But do help your family, guys. But like relationships over here, for me, it's probably one of the greatest things over here, and it was one of the things that helped me adjust over here, because the adjustment was to make me comfortable was mostly from the people here. The kindness of the people here is what made me feel adjusted here. I did have to adjust a lot to, like going to the supermarkets, the malls, the slowness of things. Walking into McDonald's, getting your order wrong, like we've spoken about before. People misunderstanding you, waiting in line a lot, things like that. Yeah, you have to adjust to that. And I adjusted fairly quickly because I have a lot of patience. I have a lot of patience with people. And if you come over here without a lot of patience, you're not going to make it, and you probably shouldn't come here. You know, if you get ticked off really easy, or you have a short fuse, stay out of the Philippines, man. You know, it's just not worth it. You know, if you have a short fuse, just stay home. Keep it back there. We don't even want you over here. You know, because it's just not it's not going to work over here. You know, I'm just going to be honest with you. If you're the type with a short fuse, it doesn't work. You're not going to work well. You're not going to blend well with the people because they don't want to put up with your crap, and it's just kind of the way it is over here. You know, you need a lot of patience over here with people, and you have to have patience anywhere in the world, kind of, to really make relationships work, and over here especially. You know, because Filipinos are very patient people, because they're used to waiting for everything, and they just kind of have a duck's back, you know, and they adjust easier than you can. Trust me. I mean, and there is that adjustment period for us, but there's also an adjustment period for them getting used to you, you know. So it kind of goes both ways, and you when you're over here adjusting, you forget that they're also adjusting to you, because like in my small neighborhood here, one of the things I had to adjust to was the noise. And I remember coming to the door some mornings being all ticked off or whatever, and I'm a pretty patient person, except for when somebody wakes me up at 5:30 in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning or what have you, you know. And it's rough. It can be rough, you know, getting up at that time because somebody's waking you up. And I remember telling people, you know, can you kind of keep the noise down a little bit? And after a while, they started keeping the noise down. They were really good about it, you know, and they were very understanding about it. But that's all part of the adjustment period, guys. You have to adjust too to a certain amount of noise and let some things just, you know, slide, you know. But also get, you know, like I told you guys before, get your white noise machines, get things like that. That'll help you adjust, guys. You know, most of the things for me was sleeping and changing my sleeping patterns. And I don't sleep very well anyway. I have insomnia. So in the morning, usually from 6 to 9 or whatever, that's my time. That's when I sleep the best. If I sleep at all. You know, but like, so if it's noisy outside, it affects me for the rest of the day, you know. But as far as adjusting to anything else, like food and stuff like that, I mean, I'm a pretty much a Western food type person, so I stick to Western foods. I don't stick to rice and pork and stuff like that. That's not my thing, lumpia or any of the other things, because my girlfriend likes eating a lot of the strange Filipino foods like dried fish and stuff like that. And I'm not a big fish person, I'll be honest with you. You know, I'm more of a meat and potatoes type guy, or, you know, like a good New England stew, something like that. You know, those are the type of foods I like. I like New England style foods, believe it or not. Cabbage, I like potatoes, carrots, beef. I like chicken, you know, I like things like that. Those clam chowder. That's why I like going to S&R a lot. And, you know, for me one of the things that helped me adjust also was S&R. And rare foods also helped me, because I can order a lot of foods on there that I like. But as far as adjusting, guys, I think most people adjust over here pretty fast and pretty easy. And we've talked about this before, about 1/3, possibly some say a half, of expats leave at one point or another for one reason or another. A lot of those reasons are medical reasons, they're financial reasons, or they just can't adjust reasons. You know, and there are those that can't adjust. And it's usually tends to be the grumpier crowd. You know, the crowd that brings all their crap on their back, and they just unpack it over here and let it loose, and it doesn't work well with the girl that they're with or with people that they're around, and pretty soon the expat realizes that, well, this life isn't for me. It's because they unpacked all their crap over here, and that's why it doesn't work. And a lot of us expats over here know those people, and we see them all the time, and when they unload all their crap, nobody wants to be around that. I mean, I had been around this guy that come over here, and he was trying to unload some of his crap over here on my doorstep. Actually, I've had several people try to do that to me, and I won't let them unload their crap over my house. I just try to get rid of them or whatever. I don't want to deal with it. I have a lot of good friends over here that are rock solid friends, and a lot of good expats over here. But the ones that try to unload their crap, nobody over here wants to deal with them. Nobody. I mean, I'll just be honest with you. Those are the ones that can't adjust over here, and they're trying to find somebody that they can try to link up with, that they can unload their crap on. And for you new expats that are coming over here, when you run into people like that, don't let those people do that. Just don't let them do that, guys. Anyway, guys, I just want to put that out there. I thought it was an interesting subject, guys, for you guys to, just to chat about. And be sure to leave comments, guys. And be sure to like and subscribe, guys. God bless. Take care.